I honestly don't remember what day it is. Day 56, maybe, of walking. Woo! It is humid out, but there's wind. And today is a heat wave. It says a heat wave between 1 and 7. Like, what a weird time. But yeah, Fridays are my least favorite days to work because it's in the middle of my 3-day stretch, because I work 2 days, off a day, work 3 days, off a day, and there's nothing going on today. There's supposed to be a meeting later, so a little bit of time off the phones. They said an hour, so I am looking forward to that. And since I have lunch right before, that's 2 hours off the phone, so that's good. And at least Saturday, well, it's same as any other, I look forward to, like, oh yes, now I don't have to work the next day. Woohoo! So, I've been working on my logo for my channel because I'm going to do a revamp of it completely. I feel like I've stagnated. Nothing's happening. Last stream, only one person showed up. I'm like, time for me to make new friends. And it's weird because my old friends don't even pop in, but I pop into their streams. Like, am I doing something wrong? Because that's what it feels like. Makes me feel like I'm doing something wrong. There's houses for sale? Both houses are for sale? Okay, I'll talk about my channel in a moment. I'm really thinking about asking this Sarah Perez or this I can't say it anymore, about these houses, because I would rather have these houses that have an actual upstairs and nice basement and a great backyard. Because the backyard, I would turn that step into an actual porch. Oh, ho, 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 ho. And then an actual garage. So I'm gonna look into it. I know I said I'd do it before, but if the whole refinancing thing doesn't go well with the house that I'm currently at, I'm like, man, it would suck to lose that house, because at the moment, all it feels like I'm doing is paying rent. Now, $800 and how much am I paying? $854 isn't bad for 2-bedroom, 1-bath, basement, yard, at least in comparison to where you guys live. But if not if it's going towards the actual payment of the house, why do I care? I'm like, well, that would make rent like 500 something. Like, yeah, it would, which is how much I would be paying if I refinanced it at a bank. Yeah, you do. Yeah. Well, man, I'm gonna be honest. My asthma has been going non-stop Last night it was so hard to breathe. I'm out of my inhaler. I have my breathing machine, and then my spare inhalers in my backpack, which is why I have my backpack. But that medicine that I take, it takes a while for it to kick in and start working. Shout out to my mom for buying me my medication. Yeah, for some reason, they're like, insurance won't run it. Insurance won't run it. I'm like, okay, how much is it without insurance? $19. Motherfucker, just get me the medication. If they said like 100 and something, yeah, I'd have to wait until insurance because I don't got that. $19. Mom, can I borrow $20? I'll just go get it for you. Thanks, Mom. That's what happened with when I was starting my diabetes thing. Oh yeah, I used to have diabetes. Like, yeah, the sensor's not covered. I'm like, oh my gosh, what is it, like $300 for that machine? They go, no, it's only $24. I'll just buy the machine. Why are we doing this? I understand if it's like hundreds of dollars, and I would rather get it through insurance because it helps towards the deductible. But come on, guys. I'm okay with $19 not going towards the deductible. What are we doing here? Oh my God, it's so much clearer. In other news, I thought my daughter left the school for some reason yesterday because I got a ping that she was over near, like, I guess since you guys don't know where I live, it would be about 3 miles away from the school. So I called the school. I'm like, did you guys go somewhere? She goes, no, she just came back from recess. Is her phone on? The watch on her? Because she has a watch, and it tells me when she leaves the school. Like one day she left the school, and I had forgotten that I signed a permission slip for a field trip. And normally she talks about the field trip right up until the field trip, but she hadn't, so I forgot about it. And then I'm like, what the hell are they doing downtown? And I called, and yeah, they were in field trip downtown. I'm like, okay, that's my fault. And so I'm like, wait a minute. This is day 2. There's no permission slip. I'm certain, yeah, I need to call the school. Yeah. And then I hit on my application, it said live feed, which I don't know why that's not on all the time. I would like to know where they are at. When I look at the thing, not have an update, which is why I'm going to be dropping the watch and just doing straight the Google thing where you just look at it and Google shows you your location. Because again, AT&T sucks. Why would they make an app where it shows you every 5 minutes? Unless you hit live feed, in which it does it every 10 seconds. When Google shows you at the moment. Like, what? Yeah, if you guys didn't know, if you go to Google and, Google Maps, and do share your location, it goes to the other person, they hit accept, and then you can see where they're at any given time. But AT&T's app want to play around. So yeah, I'm only, the moment her watch is paid off, I'm dropping it because that's dumb. I'm going to get her a watch that accepts Google because her AT&T watch doesn't. And, oh no, what am I talking about? She has her phone. She has her phone on her way more than her watch. and she'll keep her phone charged more than her watch. So, yeah, that's something that I'm gonna look forward to. Yeah, when she was visiting her mom, I'm like, where's she at? Oh, she's right there. Cool. It was quick. It was easy. Awesome. When she got in the crash with her mom, the watch went off. But it did not go off until after my daughter called me. They had been sitting there for 15 minutes before, now she called me before, immediately after the crash. But then I finally get a ping of her location because I was tracking it and it showed her spot. But since I was already 15 minutes gone towards the location, I found out that, because she calls me again, like, we're at the hospital. I'm like, okay, I thought you were still there. So it looks like paramedics came to the location fairly quickly, but I was still chasing where it was. Google would have said, hey, they're en route now. I'm like, okay, they're en route. There's only one way to go. All right, I know that they're at the hospital. So I would have been able to get there, make a beeline to the hospital, instead of taking this extra road to get to where the crash was. So, Google only. Whether you hate Google or not, always hate the people, not the technology. It's how people use it. But the whole Google Maps thing, whoever thought of that idea, genius. You can't track people unless they give you permission when you send it, so that you can't just track random people. Genius. It does it in real time. Genius. Because of course it does it in real time. Like when you are driving from one location to another, it shows you your location as you drive. So, of course, there'd be a way to track other people if they put themselves in a position where, in a spot where they're like, hey, yeah, this person can see where I'm at. Perfect. Awesome. That rabbit is gone. So yeah, I guess that's what I'm gonna do with the watch. I don't know what I'm gonna do with the actual watch, because she uses it for steps. You know what I'm gonna do? You know what I'm gonna do? You know what I'm gonna do? I just realized I don't have my watch on me because it was dead. I thought I was charging it. Wasn't plugged in because my daughter uses my charging cord to plug in her stuff because she lost her charger. What the hell? They're cheap enough that I'm going to get another pack because they come 2 in a pack. But still, man, keep track of your shit. But I'm going to check to see if my watch can do the thing I was talking about. Because she still uses her watch to make calls and whatnot. So if I can make it where, excuse me, where I can track the watch like you can track a phone, say hi to the sign, then I fix my problem, because I'll give her my watch. Because I use my watch all the time for walking, but other than walking, no. I will just go back to the Fitbit, because I have a Fitbit, but I stopped using it because I thought the watch would be more convenient. I'm gonna drink some water. Okay. Oh boy. Thank you, Breeze. Yeah, I said thunderstorms yesterday. There wasn't a damn drop of rain. When I get an inhaler, I gotta get 2 inhalers because I'm running. Because again, this inhaler was just the end of the last one I used. And since I've been using the yellow one like life support, I can't trade them out. So I'm just gonna get 2 full inhalers and just hold on to them both. One in my backpack, since I have it on me at all times. Even when I leave, it's in my book bag, which I keep in the car. I only bring the book bag in when I need to charge the battery, which I need to get a new one, by the way. No, not a new one, like a second one. Let's walk. So I'll have to add that to the list. But today at work, I'm just going to be working on my logo, emotes, channel structure, because it's still going to be variety, but I'm going to add different variety. I'm a tailor and I haven't sewn anything. I got a brand new sewing machine and serger and I haven't touched it. So I'm like, what can I do that would bring in people? Because I'm going to make an actual channel for the variety stuff. I'm going to sew one outfit for every Pokemon. I'm going to be doing what is called Genjinka. Yes, I'm going to tell you what Genjinka is. It is personification of a character. So if I said Bulbasaur, you would look at their outfit and go, oh yeah, that is definitely Bulbasaur. Not only inspired, but there's extra bells and whistles that make me always will think, yeah, that's Bulbasaur. I did a Genjinka of my favorite Pokemon for one of my friends back in the day, and it was awesome. Everyone's like, hey, that's Umbreon. I'm like, damn right it is. So I'm thinking if I do that, that'll bring in people. And I've been working on, in the background, lights and how to incorporate lights in the clothing. And I figured out that you can just make your own light strips. And that right there was a game changer. If you guys have seen a game called Fortnite, I mean, who hasn't at this point? There is a character in that called Drift. If you look at his coat, you'll see that if you look on the inside of the coat, oh my gosh, on the inside of the coat, it is a purple haze, smoke, something like that. And then on the outside, there are strips. I figured out how to do it. And so I want to do that for one of my daughter's friends. I would do it for me, but my body isn't thin enough for that. Another reason why I want to lose this weight, because then I can start cosplaying the characters and use my own self as a model, because finding models will be expensive. Because I'm not going to not pay them. But for the men, what the heck? Yes, cough that stuff up. But for the men, that should be me. It should be me. Oh. Yep, they're still working on the school. So back to my channel. I figured out how I want my logo to look And then I did something really clever where it's just that voodoo that you do. I have voodoo at the top, VOODOO. The second to last O has a spot at the top where the O is not connected. More on that in a moment. The V is capitalized, and the D, the stem of the D, goes all the way up to match where the top of the V is. So, and in the middle of V and D, I put the word that in the middle. I do the same thing for voodoo. I start the Y where the D is, so that the O's match up, the last two O's in voodoo match up where the first O's in Udo, which is YOO, DOO. And then I have a 2D 1960s inspired top hat. And in my hat, there's a ring in my hat. I'm like, you know what? If I start the end of a hat where the O is, the O can act like its normal O, and the ring. I'm like, you know what? That's super clever. And then it curves down to where the other O is, just above it, doesn't go into the next one. And then just a normal top hat. And then I have smoke, or like air. I don't know exactly how to explain that part. Where the V is to fill in the empty space from where the V and the Y is. You hear me coughing, but that's a good thing, because I'm coughing up all that stuff that's been trapped in my lungs. Yeah, some inhalers are better than most. And the red, because there's a blue one that I use, the yellow one I use, and a red one. And they're all random each time I go up and get one. But the red one is the best one. But anyways, back to logo. And I'm redesigning my face and avatar so that when I make a VTuber, which I plan on, a PNG tuber, I don't know if I'm going to make a VTuber for this one. I say that, but I know I'm going to because I can't help myself. But I want something to build around emotes. I'm going to take sayings that I use all the time and put them into emotes and start adding everything I do into my emotes, like me playing a game, me sewing a piece of fabric, I don't know. I have so much drive for this, and that's another thing. I've actually have the drive to do something. I haven't had the drive to do anything in a very long time. And so I'll make it so my friends are like, hey, yeah, man, I missed you. I want to see what new things you're doing. Because some people cannot stream for a while, come back and get 40 views. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I'm consistent and only get like 2. And I have more than these people. Like, so I'm like, there's something wrong with me. Something I'm doing wrong. Somebody would tell me, like, no, you're doing fine. That's not constructive. So I'm going to make it so that they're proud to be like, yeah, he's doing well. I'm glad to be his friend. He's actually doing something. Even though I thought I was. But apparently it's not good. So we're going to change that. I don't know if I should start over with the Voodoo channel or just keep this one and just use it for experience. I will start a new one. So I've been trying to figure out how to go live and not care. So if nobody's going to keep going to these other streams all the time, then I'll use the current one as my experiment for when I need to test something. And then I will I'll use the new one to actually put some heart and soul into it. Like even more than I thought I was doing before. Man, I haven't been motivated for something in a long time, man. This is good. I like this. Yeah, I have nothing to do after work, so I'm just gonna put on some Fire Force, because I've been watching Fire Force. I got 4 more episodes of season 1. My friend's like, you need to watch Fire Force, at least the first 2 seasons. And I find out there's only 2.5 seasons, because for some reason, they're only doing 12 episodes for season 3.1. And then 12 episodes for 3.2. I'm like, what's the point of that? Especially when they come out at the same time. What's the actual point of that, guys? Oh, DVD sales. Me, I just wait for a box set and then I buy it at a cheaper price. Like, I want to support DVD anime, but I want to think when I buy it that I'm actually supporting the people who draw it. Because if I could just support them directly, I would. Because the big wigs who make the decisions. I'm making way more than the people who actually make the show. How? How? It isn't like it isn't like a company where, like, I want to give a good example, but it isn't a place where without the head the people would fall. No, without the animators you wouldn't have a job. So I will always support animators, like developers for games and animators for anime. These people need to be loved. Like, I like meeting my voice actors, but if I could meet the person who drew my thing and they drew me one, I'm like, this is official. I love this. I would be so happy. Extremely happy. I love how character voices can bring characters to life. But then since there's a Japanese voice actor and English one, they change voices all the time. It's harder to get connected to them. But an animator, like, yeah, I draw this character all the time to the point where I obviously fine tune it so that they can look as perfect as the producers will let me have them. Like, those are the people I want to see at ASIN. Like, you made this episode? I love this. Let them know that they are doing a good job. I want a way to support them directly. I'm not a big fan of producers unless they're in the thick of it with them, but most of them just care about money, which is why I like indie developers, because they're the ones who, most of them, are in the thick of it. Like people who did Shantae or Shovel Knight, which is a very good example. Like I said, I wasn't buying any more Nintendo games. There's a new Shantae game, and I say new in a weird sense, because it got canceled because producers, like, it's not making a lot. No, and then now that they're with a different place called WayForward, they're like, you know what? We are going to go back and make this game because we were so passionate about it the first time. We want to make it. And so, of course, I'm going to buy it. Like, I will support indie developers all day long. These people need to be told that they are doing well. Like, I would like to see them go to ASIN. Like, WayForward is here. I'm like, the what? Yacht Club Games are here. What? I would jump on this. I think, Like, I'm always excited to go to Hasten because of the costumes. And yeah, voice actors, if they're like having fun with their role, but if they get it for just a paycheck, man. Because we as people can see if they're really putting their heart and soul into a role. But here's hoping. All right, white car. I'm done. Tonzua Koite.